This is Super Yacht News with E. Sisman.
Hi, welcome back to the channel. So a tourist yacht carrying 110 people caught fire off the coast of Marmaris in Turkey today, and many of the people on board escaped the blaze by jumping into the water. Others were able to be transferred to other vessels that came in to assist, as you can see in this video footage here. Oof. Some of the people who jumped into the water were assisted by others, even people simply on surfboards trying to help them get to safety. It's really quite incredible to see in the video footage how this other vessel has put its bow right up against the bow of the yacht that's on fire. I mean, that's a massive fire there with the possibility of explosion. So very brave of the people in that other vessel to get so close to rescue those people. Now, we've had reports of 4 people injured from burns, and 3 of them are very serious, apparently. Now, when you consider the size of that fire and the amount of people on board who are not crew, you know, the amount of passengers that are on board, the fact that there's only 4 people injured currently, if that is what the total amount of injured is after this, that is quite a result, isn't it? The vessel later sank. So this is still a developing story, and we don't have any further details of the type of yacht or, you know, cause of the blaze, anything like that. It's way too early for that. So we'll move on to our next story. Now, in the last episode of Super Yacht News, yesterday's episode, we talked about Michael Jordan and a fake story about how much he pays for maintenance on a yacht that he doesn't own. Now, if you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link in the top corner, but it's the previous episode, episode 353. Now, in the previous episode, I said that I didn't believe that Jordan had ever owned a super yacht. Now, at the time of recording, we weren't 100% sure if he owned a super yacht. However, since that video went live, we can confirm that he does now own a super yacht. So the yacht that he purchased is not a new yacht. He didn't order it new. And it's the yacht that used to be called Elandis. The yacht is a 74.5 meter or 244 foot yacht built by Aberking and Rasmussen in 2018. It's just over 2,000 gross tons, and the vessel is said to be worth around $110 million. So maintenance on that vessel, would have been a better story, wouldn't it, for that other article that we talked about. 10% rule is around $10–11 million a year. So the yacht, as I said, was originally called Elandis, but the vessel was renamed Embrace, M''Brace. And it's believed that Jordan bought the yacht in 2022. This yacht was actually at the Monaco Yacht Show a couple of years ago. I think it was 2021 or 2022. I'll try and find the footage and put it on screen. Now, there's only 2 reasons why the vessel would be at the Monaco Yacht Show or any yacht show, and that's either because it's for sale or because it's for charter. There is one other. Sometimes when a new yacht is built, the company that built it will ask the owner if they can use it to show off at the yacht show. So it's not for sale, it's not for charter, it's just for the company to show what that they can do. I'll give you an example. When Jerry Seinfeld built his yacht, it was called Mocha, and the company that built it wanted to show it off, and it was at the Monaco Yacht Show. I think that was in 2017. I think that was the first one that we attended. Jordan does also own a sport fishing boat, which is not a super yacht. That's why we never mentioned it in the previous video. Now, it is technically 24 meters. Well, it's not technically. It is 24 meters in length. So that technically makes it in the large yacht class, which is what we generally call a super yacht. But it's a sport fishing vessel. Yeah, call it a super yacht if you like. But yeah, he owns that vessel as well. So I don't class that as a super yacht. I class it as a fishing yacht. All right, we'll move on to our next story. We've got an update on the sailing yacht that ran aground in Greece a few days ago. In a previous episode of Super Yacht News, we talked about the sailing yacht. It ran aground on a reef. Now, the yacht ran aground on a well-charted and known about reef in the area, according to a number of people who contacted us after the first video went live. They said they frequently sail in that area and it is well known. Interestingly, one of the things that's been happening recently has been a lot of disruption of GPS. There's been various articles about it in various different news outlets, and they're saying that it's possibly coming from Russia, type of digital warfare. And they're trying to disrupt things like a lot of aircraft have been recently diverted and grounded in recent days after they've lost GPS signals, etc. Now, obviously, if the GPS is not working on the yacht or if it's given a false reading, then that could confuse the person at the wheel and cause them to hit a reef that otherwise they would never have done. Now, we've got some new footage here of the yacht from a subscriber. It was taken today, I believe, or it might have been yesterday, I'm not sure, but it was taken in the last 24 hours. And it shows the vessel still grounded. And now there's a tug there as well offering assistance. However, I think the reason why the vessel hasn't been moved is because, as you can see, if you can see in the video, because it's quite low res, it's got 3 pumps pumping water on the deck there, which means that the vessel's taking on water. Now, some comments in the comments section of a previous video said that the keel may have been dislodged and therefore the vessel is taking on water through there. That's quite a possibility. I'm not an expert on sailing yachts by any stretch of the imagination. Well, thanks for the subscriber anyway who took that footage, and thanks. I'll take this opportunity to thank everybody who sends in footage. All right, we'll move on to our next story. Now, it's an update on Alfa Nero. In yesterday's video, we gave breaking news of the sale of Motor Yacht Alfa Nero in Antigua. The yacht, which was seized by the Antiguan government last year, was finally sold to a currently undisclosed owner, but we'll have an update on that very soon. Now, the vessel has already changed flag states. If you'll remember, when the vessel was seized by Antigua, they re-registered it to Antigua, but it's already changed in 24 hours to a Malta flag, I believe. Now, we can confirm, based on confidential sources, that the new owner is a Turkish buyer, but we can't give you any more right now. We'll bring you an update on that as soon as we get confirmation. All right, it's time for Friday Yacht Spot. We've got a number of yachts today. Now, first one we've got here is Christina O, possibly one of the oldest super yachts in existence. This yacht was originally built as a World War II warship and was later converted after the war. Most famously owned by Aristotle Onassis, who married the widow of JFK, Jackie Onassis. The vessel's actually come up for sale in recent weeks. I think the price is $90 million. That's what they're looking for. Now, this ship was at the Normandy landings in World War II. So if you're looking for pedigree and historical relevance, then this, look no further. Okay, next we have Motor Yacht Radiant. This is the sister ship to the second Dilbar, which is now called Al Raya. That vessel was originally owned by Elisha Osmanov. Now you can see it here, complete with helicopter on the aft deck there. The 2 photographs were sent in by the same chap and they were taken in Ibiza. Next we've got Motor Yacht Liva. This was the best new super yacht of 2023 in the Eastman Super Yacht Awards. Next we've got Motor Yacht Norn, taken in Fort William in Scotland a couple of days ago. This yacht is the new Lursen build for Charles Simonyi. We've mentioned this before. And it is a replacement for his old vessel, Scat. Now again, complete with helicopter here, because, why not? And then we have Motor Yacht Infinity here with her support vessel. These photographs were taken in the Amalfi Coast. So watch out for our new video coming Sunday. It's a full tour of a $50 million super yacht that we filmed recently in France. Now, if you can't wait until Sunday, you can check it out on our Patreon page. That video is already live on the page, as well as many other videos that we've posted recently. We also have a new episode of the Yacht Report podcast. It's been a while, but there's a new episode. You can get it in all the normal places. You can get it on the YouTube channel at Yacht Report Podcast. You can also find it on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, etc. We're going to try and make more regular podcasts from now on. All right, guys, if you've got any information for us about any of these stories or any other stories, please be sure to get in touch. You can get us in the normal fashion. You can get us in the email address in the ticket. You can get us on the About page of the YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, Twitter, and Threema. Please be sure to like this video, very important for the algorithm. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell for future notifications. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Don't forget to check out our video on Sunday, and I'll catch up with you soon. Bye-bye. Oof.